Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I am excited to bring you today's review as we are taking a look at from the Transformers Studio Series line. This is Decepticon Stinger. This is Studio Series 02 Decepticon Stinger from Age of Extinction. This is the first new mold, original mold, toy for the Stinger in the deluxe scale. I do believe there was the one-step changer that was original. But yeah, basically what happened is at New York Toy Fair, Hasbro was talking about their Studio Series, and at the end of the presentation, they announced that a limited amount of the Wave 1 Deluxes would be available online now. So I was able to quickly jump using my phone to the website. Very nice layout. It is connected through Hasbro Toy Shop, but it's a little bit different. And I was able to pick up Stinger. I was only able to get one figure, and I really liked Stinger. And it was really, at the time, the only one that I could tell was like a completely new mold, so I went with it. And it's kind of cool. It's a little involved, a little fiddly, because you're going from a very, I don't want to say massive, but ornate robot to a very small car. So things have a tendency to bump into each other and stuff like that. But we are starting off in car mode, because I think going into robot mode will be a little bit easier for some. And but you know, I will point things out here and there. First thing what you want to notice is underneath the car, he comes with 4 of these little rotating razor disc things. They do peg in, and they are used in robot mode, so just go ahead and pop those off, just like so, and put them off to the side. And then the next step is you want to go ahead and flip the panel with the head forward. I have to tell you, when I was transforming from robot to car mode, that actually flipped in on its own because I was struggling. The next step is you want to come to the front here, and these very front sections, they do peg in. You can see right there, they're like a little slot and tab, so you just want to try to like lift them out and pull at the same time, and oh boy, they're tight. But they actually do work well in terms of holding the car together. Oh, there we go. There's one. And let me try. Oh, that was not an exaggeration. They are that tight. But yeah, go ahead and pull those out. And now for the next tricky part is this roof section and these 2 sides. These all need to come undone, because this is basically the arms, and it was a little tricky getting them into place the first time. I will be very honest, you just want to go ahead and swing them out just like so. Basically the way they kind of show you doing it is the arm, they do actually have you bend the elbows, but before we do that, you want to come around to this side and go ahead and flip this up. This will actually hang from the underneath, and then it will rotate around, and this will like hang off of the arm. And then probably in doing so you will bend the elbow, and just do that because that does help. I'm really not sure what this is supposed to be. I guess it's some sort of shield weapon or something. I don't remember if it was on the actual toy. Go ahead, bend that elbow down. And then what you want to do is bring this back up, the arm straight, so they go up underneath the chest. And that basically you have everything, in case you did knock the elbows around. You can just go ahead and keep things like that. I hope I didn't just screw something up, but no, you know what? Yeah, I did. You want to make sure that the panels are up, but the elbows are facing down, just like that. This is also for positioning for when you want to go back into car mode. Is a little tricky. like I said, I'm not going to lie, that was a little tricky getting the arms in place. Now we're going to come back to the back of the car, and there's this little section right here, this little black section. You just want to flip that up, and in doing so, you'll probably free up these little front sections. That's okay. You're going to come into the side here, unpeg the legs from there, and then these red sections, flip them forward, just like so. That'll form the feet. Then what you want to go ahead and do is these little front red hood pieces, go ahead, rotate them back. They will form the back of the legs, just like that. And then come on down and rotate the legs forward and down. I do not see a locking position. I think these will just friction into place, so just be aware of that. So you still have that section up. Next, what you want to do is start bringing this down. Like, you want to bring out this chest section just like that. And then bring this back as well. You might want to bring that back first. See if I didn't screw anything up here. Just like that. Yeah. This will form, this is like the crotch area. Now, for the chest, this is actually kind of interesting. It actually rotates up into place. So this little bar here where the discs are going to go, you might have to move that out of the way. Don't worry, we'll get to that in a moment. But if you notice, that just rotated up and into place. And then next, you can just bring the arms down and into position, just like so. The arms will be in position. You'll be able to tell because these, what were the front sections over the lights, or would be the lights, are now out to the side. And what you want to do is rotate them up. And then this is kind of cool, they're on a double hinge. Go ahead and bring them back. Out of packaging, those are straight up. So there is a little bit of transformation you have to do. Also, this arm piece is rotated around, so this back is facing forward. This is the proper position for it, just like so. The hands are molded in, unfortunately. I thought there would be like a little bit more of transformation with the hands. Bring that in. So we got that. Next, what you want to do is rotate this head section around, just like that. Bring it down. And then, of course, something is not 100% right. Oh, there we go. Just get those in. There is, of course, a little fiddling you have to do to get this figure in the position you want. But basically, you want to make sure that the chest here comes down, and it will sit over the wheels as they're folded back into the chest. They will friction into place. Then come around the back here, and you're going to rotate this. They don't really tell you that the red bits fold in. Or actually, yeah, they do. So you just want to bring that out, and this was down. You want to bring it up a little. And there you go. Ooh, whoa. I do apologize for that. I thought it would stand. But hey, I still got one last step for you, and that's to attach these razor blades, rotating discs, what have you, on the back, just like so. Like I said, much easier to go from vehicle mode into robot mode, and I actually almost put these on wrong. You want to see how I'm pegging them in here from the underside? That's how you want to do it. just like so. And got all that. So everything's in place. And there you have Stinger. So let me pause for a moment. We'll come back and we'll talk about articulation. I figured we'd start off with a close look at that Stinger head. This is all new molding. If you remember on the original figure, it was just, since it was a repaint of the Deluxe Bumblebee, his face was based more on like Bumblebee's battle mask. This one's a little bit better. Just a few points. These panels do like to flip around and stuff. And this damn hood, windshield, roof thing, it doesn't peg together. It's like, that was the weird thing. It's like, eh. But, I mean, if you don't fiddle around too much with it, and this whole blade contraption, there are a bunch of hinges and folds and stuff, so you can get into a position that you so desire. I am disappointed that this panel here really doesn't clip in securely, but getting it down will, does help you realize if you have the wheels in proper position. Now, for articulation, you have a ball-jointed shoulder here, just a slight faux ratcheting elbow, no wrist articulation, the hands are molded in, there is a bicep swivel, ball-jointed at the hips, single-jointed knee, and nothing in the feet. So yeah, this is, it's an original mold. I mean, I guess really the premium here is on the deco, not articulation or anything like that. I mean, it is nice that we finally have a Stinger figure, but I'm not 100% sure this is the best figure for it. As with all Studio Series figures, Stinger does come with a backdrop that is representative of the movie it comes from. And since it comes from Age of Extinction, we do have a bit of a Hong Kong showdown type of look. It's okay. I mean, it's basically what the plastic tray sits in the box. The box is roughly the same size as the Last Night toys, so there you go. It doesn't combine with like Bumblebee, since that Bumblebee is really based on the first movie design. If you had those little Prime First Edition figures and they came with those little platforms with their names on it, this is like it, only with an extended back. You will have to fool around with the the rotor blades, positioning them to get them to stand on it nicely. I think Stinger's an okay figure. I don't know if this was a design they had and that they finally got a chance to put out, or, this was a brand new design. It is a bit fiddly, I'm not going to lie. You saw, what I was going through. It is much harder to get it from robot into car, namely due to that whole windshield roof section. I think there's a bit too much kibble here. I don't know why he has those rotor blades on his back. I don't remember those from the movie. And I think they could have done something better with that windshield section. There's no transforming for the arms to give him like a blaster weapon. Unless the windshield is supposed to represent the blaster. I don't know. But, yeah. I got this figure from Hasbro Toy Shop. As I said, it was a limited run. I don't know if any more of those Wave 1 Deluxes are available at this time of recording, which is really only 3 days after they were announced. But I would recommend checking out reviews of the other figures before jumping in. If you were thinking about Stinger, like I said, this is the only original mold Deluxe class Stinger we have. If you have that one that was, I think it's a Takara exclusive. If you have that, it might be nice to have the Hasbro version. I don't know in terms of design from the movie how this matches, but it does some interesting things with the transformation. The transformation is really the best part of it. Other than that, I really don't know how to recommend this. The price is going to be about $20, and apparently this is how they're experimenting with a price increase to $20 for the deluxes. I don't see a $20 figure here. maybe the other ones will be better. But like I said, check out other reviews. We'll see how this one does if I continue looking at the Studio Series line. But other than that, this is your old pal Chuck for the bot called Stinger. We will see you next time.